fooled by what we see as primordial or the secondary realm or this realm versus that realm. It's all one realm, and it is the human consciousness that divides it, because that's what we want to do. We want to understand all that goes into the God self and our understanding and understanding of what's outside of ourselves. If we cut ourselves off and go through abstractions, trying to explain the outer world through abstractions of metaphysics, not metaphysics, but mathematics, and I call mathematics ma'at emetics. When we try to put all these different formulas in the way, we estrange ourselves from that direct connection. And that's been the problem. We're using a censoring mechanism called quantum science. And that censoring mechanism is taking us away from using our body as a direct and the original interface between God and self. The man has this thing where we go through all the modern man has this thing where he has to, and this is the European man, he has to go through all these complications to try to figure it out because he doesn't have the contact with that melanin within. You have to understand that whatever it is that he's trying to articulate with all those little formulas that we're supposed to be all fascinated, and he's, of course, he's creating his physical world from the limitations of what that world can give to him. And all of it does, what it does is, and this is the trick, listen carefully to me, family, the more you begin to try to control the physical world, not understanding that this is an illusion, you can take that illusion and mold it in such a way, through the mechanics, through the technology, you can mold it in such a way that you think you're controlling it and getting to be more and more advanced by your manipulation of it, the material world. But then that material world comes back on you and ends up controlling you. So the more you think to control the world, physical world, the material world, the temporal world, the more you try to control it and try to use the mechanisms at your disposal to control others within that world, the more that world ends up controlling you.
Wow.
You see, that's why the spiritual world and the study of the spiritual world is the only way out. But the European tries to give you religion, which is another stopgap. They don't teach you spirituality. They teach you religion, religio, which is to relegate you to a particular format, to a particular God. They give you the white Jesus, or they give you a name for you to marginalize it, to condense it, to cause it to reduce it. How do you reduce God to a name? Once you reduce it to a name, then you've reduced it to you, yourself. And now it becomes a physical thing that you call upon rather than a thing that you access through your meditation.